Y'all better listen. Ooh, 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 ooh. My daddy told me that when I was only you. I wasn't pleasing me because I can't please you. And that's why I do what I do. My soul flies free like a willow tree. Do it. And if you don't want to get down with me, and if you don't want to get down with me, apple tree. Don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to get down with me, you just don't want to get down. And I can take everywhere I go. You know, oh, yeah. My side keeps moving like a rolling stone. Ooh, my daddy told me that when I was only you. Don't fly around trying to get what you got. Cause I can't please you. Believe me, if you don't want to get down with me, you just don't want to get down. Okay, I had to get that off my chest. Hey there, Resquell. I've been seeing all those plants you've been, and you are, wow. I'm just looking at stuff. I guess it's stuff. My anceps is progressing a little bit. Wow, sunburned too much. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on here long. I got grill going, and I've just been on here too long today. Okay, it is still pretty warm. It has warmed back up. It's probably about 80 something, but these plants have been watered, and I probably will again before I go to bed. Tomorrow, I'm technically supposed to be gone for a week to my parents, but we'll see. And we'll see. We shall see. But every day, this looks better and better and better. And actually, one thing, and I'm sure that everybody has seen these before, and there's a lot more, but I've gotten a few. I've gotten these clones lately, and this is What is it? Chili Boots. What is it? Dick Pippin. That's what it is. Dick Pippin. And this is the same Dick Pippin, except it's a different clone. This is Dick Pippin. I don't know. I have to get on that one because that's I need a name. And here's another Dick Pippin over here. Be beautiful. All right. And as I featured on my encyclics, have been doing well. But this steals the show. I'm telling you. If this is still, well, you know what? It's really going to depend on when I do the video for the most fragrance. And I know my video or my sound is probably effed up, but I'm not going to be here long. Yep, I'm not going to be long. Just scouting around, really. I have some encyclias that are bare root that I have to put in baskets like this. They're just going to be bare root. Thanks. I have quite a well. I've got more in bud than I do. Actually, here's my. Uh, this is C. Cecilia, BC Cecilia Irene, and I think there's another, or maybe that's already had a spike bloom. Yeah, I guess that one. I got these coming, which can't remember. Um, and there are some more around. Right now, to be honest, this is the spectacular. This is the spectacular. Well, I can't say that. There's others, but as far as blooms, I don't think that there's any more on the plant right now than this one. I mean, it's just going off, and it's still putting up buds. You can see all those flowers, and on this other cane up here. So that's always really nice. Really, really nice. Nice to see those roots on my Mindy. But yeah, I just finished my Paula spots, and my Maikai that I moved just finished. That's really nice. Encyclia vespa, very fragrant. And this is, I mean, this is a little bitty dainty thing, but I love. I think everybody should get this plant. If you see it, you should get it. Can be a little finicky, but it's mostly lithophytic, and it rides the intermediate, uh, more intermediate, uh, but it is lithophytic. It needs perfect training, but if you can get it established when it starts flowering, it just does not stop, and you can see it slowly goes down, and it's just getting started. There's a spike, and there's another one right here. So it's really just getting started. And there's one coming up right in there. You see that? Right there. You see that little green thing? I know it's not focused, but that is a new spike. That is a spike right there. So yeah, I would say get it. But I do admit that it is finicky, but flowers last a long time. You can see how long the spikes are. Really nice. Kind of similar in a way to these showing orchis. Uh, and this one in particular, that showing Orchid schemata, you can see the blooms, how, well, you can't see because they're all pretty much open now, I think. Yeah, they're pretty much all open, but it started from the top. It started from the end all the way, and it really is a slow, slow process. And I showed that. Am I here? Yeah. And I showed that bud that's on that plant. That's going to be really nice. Um, yeah, for Salvalis, I have. I'm really proud of. Well, you know what? Those are a lot of hybrids. I have so many Versailles. Whereas, as you know, I mean, here's. I mean, this is my uh, grandiflora that's got another growth coming up. Well, is that a root? Yeah, that's a root. But this is the newest growth here. But I am more impressed by the roots that are still. I don't. Well, they're fading in and out of green tips. Same as these. But these are all green tips. Um, and here is my Cattleya chocolate drop, which is maturing this growth. But the roots on the plant, it's all the way through the back. And that's only been on there a year. As far as other Brassavolas, I am really, this is Brassavola time, and I don't know why I didn't when you said that, because I know this one is about to bloom. This is my Flagellaris, because I can just tell that it's going to bloom. And in fact, any of these really are capable. Next here is, this is a nodosa. No, you know what? This is golden peacock, and it's got two growths there. This is my cuckolata. It's got nice roots, and it's got some growths coming up, getting dark because of the high light. But yeah, the roots are going all over. Um, this here is, I'm not sure what this is now, but that upsets me. But you can see the roots that are live. I just love that color. How different some of them are. Some of them are like dark purple. But yeah, it's put up this new growth. And then here is my last plant that I got from, no, I'm sorry, let me start over. This is the only plant to survive from when I burnt them all, when I lost all of my Brassavolas. And this is a David Sander. And this is the original one that it was on. And it's finally getting a growth, and I'm pretty sure those roots are good. Here's another Brassavola nodosa that's got those growths, that growth there. And here is another, let me see, what is this? Cattleya borinjana. No, yeah, Cattleya borinjana crossed with cordata. Yes, I love, love, love David Sander. But yeah, this is doing really well. It's on chala. You can see those roots. I mean, they're all really. This is a nodosa adorable. That is a nodosa clone that Bill Tom's made. And this is put on there. I think I got this year. And maybe it was in the, I think it was this year, but you can see how those roots are coming out on old roots. This is an old root. And you see the new roots and the little baby roots down there, and how it's even coming out at the end, if it would focus. And it even goes underneath and around. So it is loving this cork that I made. I wish it would give me a growth, but you know, I can't complain about it. Um, yeah, and I recently put. I mean, I put a lot of mine on mounts, ceramic. This was on there probably like a week ago, and already that's a root right there. And I believe those growths that were on the plant, they've extended. Same with this one. That eye is popping out. This one is recent. And when you look up in there, you see all that green in there and those fat white. That's okay. So I think, I mean, this is another recovery. This is Patricia that I gave a dry renter's rest to. And there's our growth coming right there. So I seem to be doing okay. And in fact, where was I going with this? Oh, you know, let me show you these since we're on the subject of that. I'll just show them all because I know they're all about to do something. But this is where I was at. I don't know why I walked past it. This is my perennial that, it's got that sheath on it. So I'm expecting this to do something. It's got nice roots. You can see they're loving this plastic mount. You can see those tips that are there. Back here is my Miyaka stars. You can also see the root tips. That's a new growth there. These are a couple new growths over here. Roots around the back. This down here is my Miyaka stars. You can get that every day, eBay or somewhere else. I'm not saying. But anyway, eBay for sure. Try Florida Suncoast Orchids, their site. They have them right now in Spike. I think they're $15. Anyway, this is another Basava hybrid, and this has kind of struggled to get established in this. It's been in here probably 2 seasons, but you can see that's a green tip root right there, and it is. If I were to clear off some of that moss or that, you would see that there is roots that are onto that little broken piece of ceramic. Um, yeah. So, and this is my George Tyler that I know probably soon to bloom because these are nice big growths. And I think, yeah, you see, that is the beginning of a sheath. Now, it may not do that, may not push forward until next year, but that is a sheath. This is another hybrid that I have. What is this? I have so many. I want them all, so I don't have. This is George Tyler times Cucalata, and it has not bloomed for me, but you can see that it is all the way around the roots. Likes it all the way through and around. And it's putting up plenty new growths. To be honest, a lot of these I expect to bloom for me, including this. These have all been mounted at the same time, probably 2 to 3 years, and so I really expect them to be coming into their own because when I got them, they were already bloom size. And this is another one which is a primary hybrid, perenni times Savala acalis. And same thing here, you can see there's a root and there's a new growth coming up there. But this is a really big plant. So I fully expect to be getting something. And here's another one tucked back in here that's going off. New growth up here. So yeah, and here's my cucalata, another one that I have. This is actually a yellow, I believe. Yellow, whatever that means. But yeah, it's doing well. They all are pretty much. So yeah, but stay tuned because I mean I'm only showing you what's in here. I have so many more tucked away, for instance, that are really doing well. Like on this cart here, like some seedlings that I got, but they're growing up past the stage of seedling. Yeah, this is probably close to bloom size right here. This is mini bird yeah, mini bird, and I'm pretty sure that's close to bloom size. There's another one here that I know is close right here. This is James Pickney, which is a cucalata cross, but it is a cucalata cross with like sophronitis, so it is tiny, and this is bloom size. Um, So I fully expect it, because you can see this is the newest growth. I fully expect that to really do something. But that's pretty much a roundup of the majority of. Here's one that just finished blooming, which is close to the project plant. I don't know if you saw my video, Rez. Well, you're in Canada, unfortunately, I know. But this is Nodosa times Small World, and I'm doing a project plant um, with where we'll all grow Small World crossed with Richard Mueller, which is yay. Here's another Basavula, Big Jim, that is really just a pot that is that is sort of sunk into a bigger pot that's filled in with um, bark. But there are the roots, and there's the new growth. So I could not be more happy with how my Brassavolas are doing, really with how my Angricoids are doing for the most part. Um, my Bulbophyllums are doing pretty well. Pretty much everything is. I mean, nothing is perfect, but I mean, even my little fire dance that I just potted up, you can see those new growths are nice. And that's three of them. And I only potted that up in April. Here's another nodosa, or I don't have a tag, but I know what this is. I believe it is, or maybe it's cordata, but it is like I think it's Guatemalense or Borinjana times nodosa. Didn't I just say that on another plant? But I know that's what this is, and it's got a nice growth. It's really liking this little piece of chala because it's got active roots. Yay! And I have several that I've just kind of stuck sideways. Volcano Blue times Passavola grandiflora. These are relatively new. This is Volcano Blue times Cordata. You see, I just put the pot, I left them in the pots, and I just stuck them through. And here's another that's actually out of the pot. So actually, this one is going to be mounted, which is good because that's what they want anyway. And where did the tag throw itself? Okay, well, where you go? Oh, um, mm, mm, mm. I need the tag. No, it's not. Jeez Louise. Okay, you know what? I don't know what. I gotta find that tag. I do. But this Nodosa pretty soon is going to be just smelling up, and look at those buds on that. That is just about to pop. Let me go find the tag of that plant before I lose my mind, because I don't even see it on the ground. Don't you hate when that happens? And so it had to have fallen and caught somewhere. And no, well, you know what? Okay, well maybe there wasn't a tag. What's this? Sherry Styles. Okay, well this has got to be the tag. Sherry Styles. It's got to be. Well, let me see, what is this? That's Cordata times Gutata. This is the Cordata that is Sophronitis times Cordata. Okay, I got it. All right, gosh, these bugs are getting me. So, okay, folks, I am. Oh, and this is another one that has almost bloomed for me, but it's been recently put on this, and you can see that root right there. It's got three pieces on it, and there's another piece up there. So I want all three to root, and then I'll have three of the same plant on one mound. That would be nice. And here is actually another one. This is a species, this is Martiana, that finally finally woke up, and it woke up with two new growths. So, one more thing before I go. Here's something. Golf green pig. No, golf green times no dosa. Rose has had difficulty with this one, just with it gets attacked by mealy bugs. But I've sprayed it, and now I'm getting another growth that's down there. But one thing that I was going to mention before I get off here, and well, not mention, I was going to show it. Let me put that tag there. And this is amazing. Now, this was mounted last November. Bare root. I got this from the place we all love to hate, Seattle Orchids. This is a species Dendrobium delcuri, and I'm pretty sure this is a Latouria, although people have said that it's not. But the roots, look, and well, you don't know. I'm telling you if you don't, but if you remember, I brought this back from Seattle, well, the Pacific Northwest, not Claylock. Um, it was a rainforest out there. So it has remained intact. There is a little bit of that native moss that came with it. It actually was that color when I got it. So, but I would say that is a success on my Delcurii. This is Dendrobium delcurii. This is a deciduous Dendrobium. It loses all its leaves, and this is blooming size. It stays that small, but it likes dry rest, deciduous. Um, Gosh, I'm getting bit. Okay. All right. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is another species. I'll just show this is the last one before I show you that because that's going out. But this is my Reginae, which is a cooler grower. This is a division that I got from Jim, and does have that little new growth coming up there and a root behind it. But it just has been mounted on this, so it's still freshly mounted. Um, and anyway, that's where I'm going to stop this video because I've done enough for today. I really have. But stay tuned for more, folks. And really, there's a lot more coming. So stay tuned. And yes, I sure will. I will. I probably won't do anything. But thanks for watching, Riz Quetzal, and everybody else. Enjoy your orchids. And bye.